The camping trips that Ford and Edison took were partly marketing trips for Ford. He was showing off his cars. Also, he got to know people. I think that John Burroughs was the most interesting guest he usually went with, because Burroughs was a naturalist. Had a real relationship with Edison as another inventor, another maker of things that he could talk to. They camped in various places, the Ford-Edison combo. And this time they were camping in Maryland. And that was probably part of the reason why they invited the president, because it was so close to Washington that he actually could come. They come with the servants, they come with the chauffeurs, they come with the people to pitch the tents, they come with the families. So they're pretty much taking their own world on a trip. But this little play, with the idea of Edison and Harding and Ford escaping from not only from the quote civilized world or the world of business and politics, but also from that traveling entourage that's an extension of the real world for them. And they're coming someplace else. Now the trip that they wind up having isn't the trip they planned on. Ford was going to get Harding alone, he was going to lean on him for Muscle Shoals, and then they were going to go back. But suddenly they have an accident and all the calculus has to change, because they can't just go back, they have to wait. When I look at this play, I really think about the way that Shakespeare used the concept of the green world. It's a Midsummer Night's Dream, they run into the woods. As You Like It, they run into the woods. Characters go into the forest or go into the hills or go away from civilization. It's referred to as the green world, a place that's different from the civilized world, but a place you can't really stay. You always have to go back. And that's the feeling that I have about the structure of this play. But the three of them are going to escape from the photographers and just be themselves. And that's what you do in the green world. You go there, or you wind up there, and you're forced to be yourself. What emerges in the green world is a natural truth about the characters. And then when they return to the real world, they take some of that knowledge, some of that understanding that they've been kind of forced to gain. And then we have Starling douse the fire. This is the end of this adventure. And it will be as if it never was. Now, it's true. The camping trip happened. We have no information about them going off on a jaunt and having the car break and being stuck and having a particular kind of conversation. All we know is that Harding joined the main camp for a day. All the rest is imagined. We might also say all the rest, it probably really did happen, but it was made to appear as if it never had.
What would you like people to take away from this?
One of the things I really would like them to take away from this is how completely in an environment the theater can put you. And before the show starts, we have all the effects going, and you can just be in the woods. And the theater can do that for you, and I hope they take that away. I hope they take away the wonderful clash of personalities and the realization that human beings are very fallible instruments, but we seem to have some cycles that we can depend on, and some ideas re-emerge in politics with a terrifying regularity. I would hope that they would recognize that what we're listening to now isn't entirely new, and perhaps that's instructive. And I would also hope that they take away from them the wonder of observing a production that is done by a thorough ensemble.
Anything else?
How I spent my summer vacation camping with Henry and Tom.